So, hope you guys are doing all right. This is the second live stream of the day, but of the evening, but I'm on Wendy's channel now, not on mine. So if you're in there, pop in and say hi. I'll eat this popsicle or just hang on to it till it melts. Hope you like my thumbnail. It's so warm in here with this fire going. It's crazy. Anyway, check out some of Wendy's videos she uploaded today. First thing this morning, we went down into the deep ravine, the wet ravine, where the creek is flowing, and I extracted some Trachycarpus fortunei variant Swampsonii palm seedlings to ship to Poland. And I did ship them to Poland today. So it's going to be minimum 1 month time before they arrive because mail is that slow. Kahoo, got the dog sitting beside me. I love those things. They're good. Not good for me, but they sure taste good when it's hot in here.
Are you in it?
Well,
Are you? Good.
I'm just waiting patiently.
You're waiting. Where's the people? Were you not just on a live stream?
Hour and a half.
Wow. But it was earlier. What's today?
Not that early. It was just finished up a little while ago.
Oh, a little while ago. Did you want tea? Did you want more tea or no, you're good? Okay.
Come on, people, don't be shy. Pop in and say hi. Because I'm a nice guy.
Oh, shit.
Well, that's not good. And she swore.
Oh, God. Crash, bang. My little egg.
Anyway, customer just messaged me.
Really?
He's going to come over on Friday to buy some palms.
Nice.
But my only concern is this customer has property up on top of one of our mountains. So I'm wondering if he wants those palms for on top of the mountain. That's my only concern. I don't know of any palm trees growing at 2,200 or 300 foot on top of the mountains.
Oh, but what about in China though, like the windmill palm? They're not that high up.
Oh, they're pretty high
I
up
guess
there.
you could Google it.
They're way up there.
But these have been acclimatized to
Down here.
here.
That's right. So we'll see. No, they do grow at high elevations in the mountains. So maybe they'll do okay up there. You know what it is? I think where they grow in China, they probably don't get the cold winds. On the tops of our mountains, we get really cold winds. There's a difference, right? So,
Like you'd have to mulch.
right? I mean, maybe they do just fine up there. You never know.
Like that's where we get the ice rink in the winter.
It freezes. Can you imagine palm trees around that lake? Wouldn't that be crazy looking to see palms? Maybe some of the razorback palms. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to do a short live stream. If I don't see, we see one person. I see a one in there. If you're in, pop in and say hi. Yeah, I know I did a live stream earlier on Banana JSSI, my channel. This is not my channel. I just kind of roll through this channel. And if the computer is in my vicinity, then I will do a live stream on it. This is Wendy's channel. And Wendy is doing the oracle cards, or she's doing tarot reading or something over there. Anyway, guys, pop in and say hi. Don't be shy. And check out some of the videos on this channel. Wendy uploaded some cool palmy videos today of us extracting palm trees from the deep, wet ravine. And, you know, the palm trees that are growing down there in that creek, it's not a temporary thing in the water. They stay in that water for many months on end. So now the creek is flowing really good, and the palm trees in that creek will be in that water for many months. So stay tuned for an update video in the spring to see if those palms are still alive. And we know the results of the palm trees in the creek and the Swampsonii in the wet soil, which still boggles my mind that those things can survive down there. I just don't get it, how they can actually survive in that wet, muddy soil. It's just saturated, and you got to wear rubber boots to get down there. You're not going to walk down there with your shoes. So anyway, I'll get some more palm seeds coming up in December. I'm going to harvest a bunch more, and I will spread tens of thousands of more seeds down there if we're in this spot. I'm sure we're going to be in this spot by the looks of things, Miss T says to me.
It's a card.
Miss T thinks we're going to be in the spot for a while. Hey, Miss T? Yeah. Okay, come on in, fellas. I see one thumbs up. We did have one watcher go through. At least you left the thumbs up, which is good. I mean, I can ramble on for hours here talking about virtually nothing. So I will wait. And if nobody comes in within 10 minutes, then I'm going to pull the plug. And then I'm going to watch a show on YouTube. Maybe I'll watch The Beast, or maybe I'll watch DDE.
What's the Beast?
He's got a good YouTube channel. He's got 78 million subscribers. 78. He gives away a lot of things. This guy's very generous, so he gives away a lot of things. So he'll buy like a $300,000 Lamborghini, and he'll get a bunch of his viewers to he'll put it in this place, and he'll say, whoever's the last one to get their hands off of this Lamborghini to take their hand wins it. So that's what he does. He does things like that for his viewers.
Crazy.
He's got that much money.
Wow.
He makes a ton of dough. He's got 78 million subscribers, something like that. So he's got a lot of challenges. One of them was a safe full of money, and if you can get into that safe, there's $100,000 in there for you.
God.
No, that's what he does. He's got really cool videos. So The Beast. And I just checked out some of his stuff, and it's actually pretty cool video footage. So I give away, like I was giving away free soap and seedlings on mine. I don't have $100,000 to give away, but I certainly would. If I made millions on YouTube, I would do some pretty cool challenges. I would do that. If I made millions, buy a Lamborghini. And that would make a really good video too. The last one to get take their hands off of it, wins the Lamborghini. There was about 18 people around it, something like that. They all had their hands on it. Then he orders them pizza. He says, here's a bunch of pizza for you to eat. So they had to eat the pizza with one hand. I mean, what are you going to do if you got to go to the bathroom?
Oh,
What do you wear, a diaper?
Wow.
Anyway, obviously somebody won the Lamborghini. I didn't watch the whole video. I need to watch the whole video. Maybe I'll watch it with Wendy. It's pretty cool, actually. It was a lime green Lamborghini. So I'm in here. We're into 7 minutes and 41 seconds of live streaming from the Southern Gulf Islands on Gulf Island Rock. Smash that like button. Smash the subscribe button.
Palm it. That should be your
Palm
thing.
it. Palm it.
Palm it.
Palm the like button. Palm the subscribe button. And sub to Wendy's channel.
Palm.
This is
Like
her thing.
Palm.
This is her thing. This is not my channel. I appear
You're
on.
a big part of my
Well, I
life.
appear on this channel because I
Yeah.
kind of do the live streams
You're
for her.
you're my co-anchor.
Yeah, I'm her co-anchor. I'm her sidekick. I'm her sidekick on this YouTube channel. I'm just kind of getting bored here now because I see a thumbs up, but nobody is in here watching Wendy's channel right now.
They're all.
Oh, there's another. Oh, I see another one. I see one person in there. Don't be shy. I think what happens, people pass through. So this is a live stream from the Southern Gulf Islands of British Columbia. We talk about palm trees, exotic gardening, jungle gardening, climate, vacations, travel, food. Try to stay away from politics.
Art.
Art. We can talk about art here.
Yeah.
Food is always a good thing to talk about. Weather, climate, exotic gardening, cold hardy palm trees that grow in places. Tourism. Try to stay away from politics and religion and special medicine. Anyway, come on in. Say hi. Don't be shy. I'm just about 10 minutes into this live stream, and I see people are watching. They're passing through. See a thumbs up. I see one watcher. There's a watcher in there and a thumbs up. They're sandy bagging. We call those sandy baggers. In the radio world, that's a sandy bagger. A sandy bagger is somebody who sits on the side and doesn't really say anything. They just listen or they watch. So we have somebody watching me ramble away about nothing. And don't be afraid. You can come in here and put your 2 bits worth in. If you want to talk about anything, we can talk about it. If you grow palm trees and you're living in the tropics or a cold climate like us. How's it going there, Cat? 3631K. Oh, that's cool. Cat 631K. I don't recognize you, but come on in. Thanks for saying hi. That's a cool name.
Hi, Cat.
Hi, Cat. Wendy says hi, Cat. Good to have you in there, wherever you may be from. We are live streaming from a small island in the North Pacific on the southern Gulf Islands off of the extreme southwest coast of British Columbia, Canada.
Wish upon a star.
Wendy's doing some tarot reading stuff over Oracle cards. She's doing oracle cards. So, anyway, we had a really mixed bag of weather today here on our Gulf Island. We had some heavy duty rain in the morning, which actually woke me up. And then it got nice out. So then I went out and worked on my garage and I was putting shakes on, yellow cedar shakes. From Delaware. Oh, cool. Oh, that's cool. Delaware. Awesome. Are you in Rehoboth? Oh, they call that Rehoboth, Delaware? What's the name of that town? I want to call it Rehoboth, Delaware. Is that how you pronounce it? I know people that live in Delaware and actually grow palms in Delaware. There are palms on Rehoboth Beach. I think, is that how you call it? Rehoboth Beach? Delaware. And that is one of the New England states. I believe they call it a New England state. There's Delaware, Rhode Island, Maryland, Massachusetts, Connecticut, right? It's a small state. And I think it would be a cool place to eat. Just north of Rehoboth. Okay, there you go. Is that how you pronounce it? Rehoboth. There's a bunch of guys that are often posting pictures of the palm trees they grow in Rehoboth. Rehoboth, I guess that's how you call it, Rehoboth. And I know, I've never been able to pronounce it. It's a tough one. I know where it is. And
it's like cars like Yubo or Yobo.
Yubo. So they're in some of the palm growing groups on Facebook. One of them is called Zone Pushers. I don't think it's considered New England, at least. Oh, okay. So it's not New England. Okay. I always thought it was part of New England. So what is New England then? Is New England, would it be Massachusetts, Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire? Is that New England? I don't think New Jersey is. But would it be? I always thought Rhode Island and Delaware were part of that. Okay, I'm wrong. I'd have to Google that. I have to Google what states are considered to be New England. I know there's a lot of history in Delaware. They were like, it's a pretty old state, and it's a small state like Rhode Island. Rhode Island, Delaware, and I think Maryland is a small state too. Anything above New York, I believe. Oh, anything above New York. Oh, is that right, eh? So, okay. So I was probably right then. Interesting. I call New York the Empire State. Anyway, I've talked to Delaware many, many times on my two-way radio over the years, and I believe I have a lot of postcards from Delaware. So, thankfully, much warmer than those islands. Oh, is it warm there? Cool. It's cool here tonight. It's about 44 degrees. Rhode Island, yeah. So it's about 44 degrees here tonight. And the time is, what is the time, Wendy? The time is
8 o'clock.
Is it 8 o'clock? It's 8 p.m. Pacific time here, and you guys are 3 hours ahead of us. So it's just after 11 p.m. in Delaware. And what's the name of your state? I know every state has a nickname. So what's the nickname of Delaware? We know Kentucky's the Bluegrass State, Tennessee's the Volunteer State, Missouri's the Show Me State, and let's just see, Mississippi's Magnolia State, and on and on and on. So what is the name? What is the nickname for Delaware? Is there a nickname for the state of Delaware? I'm curious. We know Indiana's the Hoosier State, and Washington is the Evergreen State, and California's the Golden State, and it just goes on and on and on. There's lots of states. Lots of states have nicknames. I'm just curious. I've never heard any nickname for Delaware, but there has to be a nickname, right? Maybe it's the name of your football team or something, right? Do you have a football team in Delaware? Is there an NFL team out of Delaware? I'm not a huge sports fan. I'm just curious. Is it really the Blue Hen State? Oh, cool. I know Kansas is the Sunflower State. The Blue Hen State, really? That's kind of a cool name. Blue Hen. So I wonder why they would call it the Blue Hen State.
Do they have blue chickens?
Do they have blue chickens there? Maybe they do.
Blue hens?
No, there are chickens that lay colored eggs. Those
Yeah, they
Araucana chickens
So,
from
do they
Chile.
have blue chickens? Why do they call it blue
Why do they
hens?
call it the Blue Hen State? You would know because you lived there, right? I'm curious why they would call it that. We could always Google that.
Yeah,
Google's never wrong, right? We could Google it. Why is it
I
titled
guess
the
I should
Blue
have my
Hen
phone
State?
and I should Google it.
Yeah, you could Google it. Get your phone and Google it. No blue chickens would be cool though. Wouldn't that be cool? Blue chickens. Yeah, I wonder. So they got to get that. They got the nickname from somewhere.
That's really weird.
It is kind of strange, but I like it. It's different. I like things that are different. What do they call North Dakota? Wendy used to live in North Dakota.
I don't know.
Do you know what they call North Dakota? I don't know. I don't know what they call North Dakota. I think they call Idaho the
Blizzard?
potato state. They call Idaho, I think, the potato state because
North
that's
Dakota,
they grow a lot of.
Fargo.
No,
Yeah.
no. That remember the movie? Did you ever see the movie Fargo? That was actually a really good movie. I don't
That
think
was
I don't think I'd want to live in North Dakota though. The winters there
Snowbank.
are
You
cold.
call it Snowflake.
Call it Snowbank State. And
Snowflake.
Fargo was actually a really good series, but I don't think I could handle living in South Dakota or North Dakota because it's very cold in the wintertime. It's kind of like our prairie provinces in Canada. And that's why we live here on the Pacific coast out on an island in the Pacific Ocean where our winters are just really wet. We got a lot of rain happening. We're in the wet season now, and we have 2 seasons here, wet and dry. And it is a very wet season right now we are in. And it's nice because it fills up the aquifers for people's wells. Our creek is gushing through, and it's just a beautiful time of the year. Although I would prefer to be a little bit warmer. I'm missing the warmth, but you know what? I'm not working anymore. I am on a permanent vacation. So it's all good. It's all good. I'm kicking back and just enjoying life and not getting up and going to work. Alberta would be brutal for trying to go. Oh, God. You're not kidding. There is a guy that tries to grow them there, and he's certainly trying. He's got a Rhipidophyllum hystrix in his garden, which is a needle palm, and I think he's put some Christmas lights around it or something. But I think he needs to do more than Christmas lights because they've already had snow where he lives near Calgary, and it gets so cold in Alberta, it's not even funny. So because we are on the out here on an island and anywhere near the Pacific coast of British Columbia, the winters are mild and wet with occasional snowfall that never really lasts that long. But we have the ocean that regulates the air. When you're near a big body of water, that does regulate the air temperatures. What's she talking about there, Wendy? Wendy's yapping over there, flipping
I'm
through some
reading my
cards or
book.
something. So we're very fortunate to live on the southern Gulf Islands. And if you don't know where the Gulf Islands are, we are on the same archipelago as Washington State, San Juan Islands. So if you look at the Washington State, San Juan Islands and look slightly north of them, it's all the same island chain. It's just an imaginary line that separates the islands. So we can see the San Juan Islands from here. That's how close we are to Washington State. Probably closer to Washington than we are to, well, we're closer to Washington State than mainland Canada. That's the way I see it. So if I went across the water, we'd bump right into Washington State.
I can't go because you're.
Where are you going?
I'll just go up there.
She's going. Wendy is leaving because I talk too much. Well, maybe I'll go to.
Talk too much. It's just really loud.
I think I need
I'm
an
just trying to
after.
read.
I think I need an after eight.
It's just you.
That's yeah. It's a pretty cool place up here. The islands are cool. So we are on Salt Spring Island. Okay, 3 words: salt, like table salt; spring, like a spring, like a water spring or a mineral spring. Salt Spring Island, and we are at 48 degrees north latitude. And Vancouver is at 49 degrees north latitude. We are southwest of Vancouver out in the ocean here. And it's a really beautiful place, pretty laid back. Well, I would say very laid back. No traffic lights here yet, no box stores, and no fast food restaurants to be found on our island. So it's a pretty cool place to be, kind of like you're gone back in time a little bit. Internet's not the greatest. Tonight it seems to be holding out for me, but often I'll be doing a live stream and it just kind of disappears. It's because the internet is not that good. But right now, it's good. I just did one on my channel on Banana JSSI, and I went for like an hour and a half pretty much uninterrupted. Now, when we have B&B guests at our accommodations, we have 2 B&Bs here, 2 accommodations. And when the B&B guests get here and they start playing around with the internet, sometimes it messes up the internet for me. So I have to get all this out of my system before they check in on Friday. We have B&B guests checking in on Friday, and started the germination process for some sable seed. Oh, cool. Oh, nice. Yeah, there are sable minor growing in Rehoboth, and they look very nice. And I think there's Trachycarpus growing there too. I'm pretty sure I have seen Trachycarpus palms, and I'm pretty sure that I've seen people post pictures of some eucalyptus trees growing up near a building, near their house. So you can plant the Trachycarpus in a sheltered spot, and sable minor and needle palms will probably just grow about anywhere in Delaware where you guys are. And that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. So it's good that you actually got some seed from Delaware sable minor. That is awesome. Yes, 3 large Oh, is there 3 large trackies? Okay, I'm pretty sure I've seen pictures of them posted on the on in the group on Facebook. It's zone pushers. There are some members on zone pushers in Delaware and other places you would least expect palm trees. And it's cool to see palm trees all the way up the east coast of the United States. There are people in New York zone pushing it, pushing the envelope. And of course, there are palm trees all up and down the coast of British Columbia here, believe it or not. This far north, you think, what? Palm trees in Canada? There are palm trees in Canada. There are lots of palm trees here on the coast. And you can see them in my videos, Banana JSSI or Jungle Joe C. Banana JSSI I upload to every day. I try to upload to every day to Jungle Joe C. Jungle Joe C is more random stuff, and Banana JSSI is more pertaining to palm trees and exotic gardening. So there's lots of palm tree videos from Hawaii. Might be some in there from California, Vancouver Island, Salt Spring Island, and surrounding areas, Maui, Oahu, all those places. If you like palms, you will see palm trees on that channel. Now, if I come to Delaware, I would definitely scope out the palm trees and shoot some videos of palm trees in Delaware. There's sable palmetto in. Wow, really? That is so cool. Now that I'd like to see. That I would love to see a sable palmetto in Delaware. And you know what? I believe it. You guys get that heat. I'm just going to sit back on the couch because my neck's going to get sore. You guys get that heat there, right? And you guys get more heat than us. What's the latitude of Delaware? Do you guys know? Do you know what the latitude is? Let me put that there like that. There we go. What's the latitude of Delaware? Can you tell me? Like I say, we're 48 here, and Vancouver's 49. Basically, we're about just a little over 100 miles north of Seattle. So if you know where Seattle is, which I believe you do, we're a straight line north of it. 38. Okay, you're 38. Wow, you're way down there. 38, 10 degrees lower than us. That's amazing. That's cool. So you're way down there. So that's cool that there's sable minor there. There's sable palmetto. And I'm trying to think of what else. You should try Sereno repens. Definitely try Sereno repens. Yeah, you're the same with San Francisco. Isn't that unreal? Which means you are lower. 38 is San Francisco. You're even lower than Brookings, Oregon. Brookings, Oregon. I'm not sure the latitude of Brookings, Oregon, but Brookings, Oregon is the last town in Oregon on the very southwest coast of Oregon, just before you get into California. And it is a palm tree lover's paradise. That's one of the next ones I want to go for sure. Sereno repens, yeah. Saw palmetto would be good. Try, I don't know if it would work there though, because I think you probably get a lot of humidity and heat in the summer, is Chamaedorea radicalis, Chamaedorea microspadex, Trachycarpus wagnerianus, Pindo, yeah, Pindo. There's some big Pindos on Salt Spring Island. Oh, and Camarops. There's lots of Camarops here on our island. Camarops is another really good one to grow. Foolproof, I call them foolproof in our climate. There are Camarops, lots of Camarops growing in our town and in private gardens on Salt Spring Island. And we have a lot of Camarops in our garden. So that's one you should try in your garden. I'm trying to think what else is relatively hardy. Jubea chilensis is actually more cold hardy than Butea. Hello, Caleb's in there. Good to see you in there. And Caleb is our friend in Redmond, Oregon. So we're talking to somebody in Delaware, Caleb. And there's 2 very large Pindos that were planted. Oh, cool. Oh, that's awesome. Well, hopefully they do well. I hope they do well. Pindo palms are pretty cool. They're nice palms. My favorite, I prefer Jubea over them just because they're hardier. And I think you should try Jubea chilensis if you can find one. Oh, and needle palm. Yeah, good to see you in there, Caleb. So Delaware's in there, which is good to have. Somebody from Delaware. You should try Rapidophyllum hystrix. Needle palm will thrive in Delaware. And we know there's needle palms growing in Delaware. I think I saw somebody post a picture of a Eucalyptus neglecta omeogum growing in Delaware. I'm just trying to think of the other one. Maybe a Debusavilli. There might be a Debusavilli growing in, I think they call it Boca Joe's garden over in Delaware, because Boca Joe grows a lot of cool stuff in Delaware. He has been growing exotic plants for a long time. I heard of that. No, they might not. Can you grow eucalyptus from cuttings? I think it's very tricky. I've never had a luck growing it from cuttings. You better Google that. I think some people do, but I prefer to grow them from seed. Seed is the easiest way for me. I've tried them from cuttings before and I've never had luck. My mom has some cuttings in the bag. Oh, cool. Well, Google it and see. One sec. I'm just going to get a piece of firewood. I'll be right back. Hang on. I got to get this fire. Keep her going. Keep her going, folks. Okay, I'm just going to show you guys something before I throw it in the fire, okay? Before I throw this in the fire, there's a white gum eucalyptus. So this is what we burn. This is what we heat our house with. I know I've showed you eucalyptus before. This is called white gum eucalyptus. Isn't that beautiful? This is one I grew from seed. And this one I think was actually a branch. That's actually not that's a branch. That's not the tree. So that's how big some of the branches are on the eucalyptus trees we have. So like I say, we got our 100-foot eucalyptus trees cut down in February. You can still see the chainsaw marks that scored the bark on this eucalyptus. So these trees are 30 years old, and they've all sprouted back again. So that's how we heat our house. You throw a chunk of that stuff in there and it burns. Oh, the branches are massive. No, the eucalyptus trees we grow here are huge. So this is one that I grew from seed 3 decades ago. And that's one of the reasons we had the trees cut down, because when they get really big and you got them growing near your house, without warning, they can often drop branches, and the branches cause a lot of damage or can kill you. And, it was last December of last year, we lost a big 75-footer. It came down. We had some wet snow and a huge 75-foot eucalyptus tree of ours came down, uprooted half of the garden in the front, this one part of the garden, left a gaping crater, and it just missed our pump house. It stripped the side off a maple tree, and thank God the branches held it up off the ground, so it didn't damage the garden that it fell on. So I had to go meticulously with a chainsaw and cut it into pieces. The rounds, this is really heavy wood, extremely heavy, hard, exotic wood. Like, this thing is heavy. And so I cut it into pieces. And then when Wendy saw that, she says, you know what? These other ones got to get cut down, because that same time when that happened, a massive branch broke off in the snow and fell across the garden. So we had them all cut down on February 12th, and they've all resprouted back again. So these are called Eucalyptus dullarium pliana, or mountain gum, or some people call them white gum. So it's a good tree for this area, extremely fast growing, very dense wood. The wood does split. You gotta let it dry pretty good. This does split when it dries. So it's very tricky wood to work with. You have to kind of coat the ends, keep the moisture, and coat it with a wax or something. We have some in the shop at work. Fortunately, I'm not working there anymore. And we're gonna make cutting blocks out of them. So I'm gonna have to go back and grab me one of those cutting blocks, because I cut slabs out with a chainsaw, and they're in the woodworking shop at work. So I wouldn't mind one of those slabs for a cutting block. It's extremely hard wood, very heavy wood, and it's resilient too. So anyway, I'm going to throw this in the fire so you can kiss this piece goodbye. That's eucalyptus white gum branch, right? All right, so let's throw her in the fire and burn her up. Get rid of that. There we go. Burn her up. So, anyway, thanks for joining in the live stream, you guys. It's been a pleasure to have you in here. I hope you watched some of the videos Wendy uploaded today on this channel. Like I said, first thing this morning, I went down into the deep ravine. Wendy followed me down here with the iPad, what I'm doing the live stream on. And I had to extract some Trachycarpus swamp sonii seedlings to ship to Poland. So they're on their way to Poland now, and they're going to be there. It's going to take a long time for them to get there, because the mail lady told me that there's not a lot of flights going from Canada to Poland these days. So I told the customer that I've shipped them to, expect a month minimum before you receive the palm seedling. So I've shipped him one before. He wanted 10 of them, so I think I've shipped him 12 of them. And generally, I don't go down there and dig palms out. You know, they're just for show down there. But because he's a good customer, a very nice fella, we shipped him some of these palm trees. And it's amazing how fast those Trachycarpus swampsonii are growing, and the ones that are actually growing in the water. There are a lot of them growing in the creek. I sow a lot of seed in the creek. I'm sure a lot of the seed probably, like I say, get eaten by rats or mice or squirrels or birds or whatever, or some of them rot. But the ones that make it have adapted to these adverse growing conditions. It's very wet. It doesn't get any wetter than growing in water. And so now the creek's flowing. It's beginning of November, and that creek will stay flowing till late winter and into early spring. So late winter, early spring, there's going to be water in that creek, and the swampsonii, the palms, are going to be in that water. So I will do an update if I'm here at this location. I will go down there and I will do an update for you guys and see how those palms are doing. If they're alive or they're dead, you know, we'll have to see. Or maybe a deer chomped them out of the creek, pulled them out of the creek. Who knows? But you can see them on this channel, and you can see the palms growing in the extremely wet, mucky area. And the root system was quite amazing too. It was just straight down. Just, it's like this vertical root going straight down, because the ones I grow in the flats have more roots coming out everywhere. So these were straight down. That's super cool, I'm sure, with them. Yeah, well, I call them swampsonii because, you know, over the last couple of decades, I've been experimenting in that area. Now, I've been throwing seeds around, like tens of thousands of palm seeds. Now, there are lots of palm trees down there. There are thousands of palm trees growing down there. And like I say, those have obviously adapted to the adverse growing conditions. And they seem to be pretty happy. They're very green. We don't do anything with them. We don't do any, there's no fertilizing. You don't have to water down there because it's in a deep ravine, so it holds its moisture. So even on the driest summer day, if you take a shovel and you dig a hole down there and you leave and you come back, there will be water in the hole. So that creek flows into the ocean. But there's obviously a high water table, or maybe because the ravine is so deep, we're closer to the water table. I don't know. But these palms have made it over the years. Some of them are getting pretty big. Some of them are taller than me now. And you got to remember, the conditions down there are not the greatest for growing because there's not a lot of sunlight, even in the summer months. And now it's quite shaded from the forest. It's mostly alder bottom, and there are some big cedar trees. There's western sword fern, which are evergreen. And you can see in the video, it actually looks like kind of tropical. And there's lots of evergreen understory plants like salal, Oregon grape. I don't see any Oregon box here. It usually grows in drier areas on the island. And but check it out. It's pretty cool to actually walk down there and see so many palm trees flourishing. So I'm going to be harvesting more seed middle of December. I don't know how many seed I'm going to get this year. I said one stalk. Maybe I'll get two stalks. Maybe I'll get two seed stalks. And if I have leftover seed, I sell seed, and I sell seeds on eBay when the time comes. Right now, I'm selling palm seedlings. I'm selling Trachycarpus fortunei and Sable brazoriensis. So if you go to my YouTube channel, Banana Joe Star 123, you can see my YouTube channel, or not YouTube, my eBay channel, and then you can see what I have for sale on eBay. So at the end of the year, if I have a lot of seeds left over or a few seeds left over, I chuck them all down in the ravine. I just throw them here and there and everywhere. Like, they're even growing in the nature trail. As we walk down to our beach, there are palm seeds, palm trees growing in the nature trail too. I'm kind of like, how do you say, there's that Johnny Appleseed guy. I'm that palm seed guy. So if I have extra palm seeds, I just chuck them here and there and everywhere. And some of them actually grow, and some of them maybe die in the summertime, but most of them seem to have taken hold and are growing. So it's going to be cool one day down there, if we're here, if we're still living here, to see some really tall palm trees in the forest. It'd be kind of like this tourist attraction. Can you imagine going down there and seeing lots of 10-foot high, 10-foot tall palm trees in a Canadian forest, which would be super cool. Trachycarpus fortuni do not have a problem growing here in the Pacific Northwest. I'll tell you that. They're completely hardy for this area. There's no challenge to grow windmill palm here. Trachycarpus wagnerianus, Trachycarpus nova, Trachycarpus nova hybrids, mule palms, meaning a Trachycarpus mule palm. They're fully hardy in this climate. Trachycarpus manipur seems to have proven itself too. We have a manipur, and I'm going to make a video for a piece of me tomorrow, and I will put it on my channel, and not this channel. This is not my channel. This is Wendy's channel. So anyway, guys, I should roll. I think I've done enough live streaming for tonight, and I'm going to watch some YouTube videos on somebody else's channel. So you guys take care. Thanks for joining in to Gulf Island Rock. Like and subscribe to Wendy's channel. And I will see you all next time. And happy palm growing. Remember, like I always say, plant a palm. You can't grow wrong, right? That's what I always say. So cheers to all you guys. And, you know, there's only a couple of you guys in there, but that's cool. Okay, thanks, man. Hey, and have fun in Delaware. And good luck with those seeds, Kat. I'm sure, you know, you're going to grow them just fine. And that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty exciting to have seeds from a palm tree in Delaware. You got to love that. Now, if you can get seeds from the palmetto and some of those Trachycarpus fortuni, you're going to get some good, hardy palm seeds. Because I don't think it gets all that cold in Delaware, does it? 38 degrees north latitude? Nah, I don't think it gets that cold there. I mean, yeah, you guys can get snow and stuff. It's not as mild as San Francisco, but I don't think it's brutally cold. Not brutally cold. If you can grow palm trees, it can't be that bad. Right? That's why I see it. If there's a palm tree there, it can't be that bad. So anyway, guys, cheers and aloha to all of you guys. And enjoy the evening. I know it's very late where you guys are. I'm going to watch a few videos before I bag some Z's. Cheers and hang loose.